Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Galit Malin, and this is Design Innovations with Galit. Please join me as we explore the evolving worlds of design and technology, focusing on how they intersect to create a better and more progressive future for all of us. Together, we will explore groundbreaking design practices, focusing on sustainability, smart materials, and innovative technologies, and interview designers from around the world who are shaping a better future for all of us.
Today we're going to talk about material libraries, which I consider to be a very important resource for designers, architects, and other professionals. Usually, when we hear the word library, we automatically think of books organized by categories like fiction, history, and more. But in this case, we're talking about libraries that hold physical samples and information about materials from companies and designers around the world. They are organized by other categories such as wood, metal, ceramics, glass, and more. Those libraries serve as knowledge and education centers for a new generation, exposing them to innovations, technology, and sustainable materials around the world. We can find both physical and digital material libraries. The physical ones are often connected to academic centers and professional offices. The digital libraries provide detailed information about various materials, their properties, sustainability, and applications, and they're more accessible to people. Of course, I prefer physical ones where I can come and feel the textures, explore the colors, and see in my own eyes the different options that are offered. It opens the mind, and honestly, as a designer, I feel like a child in a candy shop every time I go there. In this chapter, we will go through some of the biggest design libraries, and we'll even visit a physical library that is located in Israel. It's the only one of its kind in the whole country. The first library I want to talk about is Material Connection. It's one of the biggest and most important libraries that we have. It also serves as a consultancy agency for designers, architects, and companies that are looking for new materials for their products. It was founded in 1997 in New York, and since then they have opened other branches around the world. Their main locations are in New York, Milan, Bangkok, and Tokyo, alongside with a very large online database. Material Connection has a physical library with over 10,000 materials organized by categories such as polymers, naturals, metals, glass, and much more. They focus a lot on sustainability, and they're the only material library in the world that features cradle-to-cradle certified materials. To those of you who doesn't know what it means cradle-to-cradle, we're talking about products that designed in a way that they're also safe for people and also safe for an environment. After finish using the product, you can either use or recycle them without having any waste at all. Material Connection helps companies create products that meet these standards by guiding them through material choices and developments. The next library that I want to talk about is Materia, which was established in 1998 in the Netherlands. In 2018, they were rebranded and became what we know today as Material District. After rebranding, their activities expanded beyond the traditional material library model. They became a global platform that connects material innovation with diverse industries. They're now organizing also exhibitions, pop-up shows, and events through the whole year. The most famous one is Material District Expo, which takes place annually in the Netherlands. These events focus on showcasing the latest material innovations with live demonstrations, talks, and networking opportunities to professionals across multiple sectors. The exhibitions feature materials from various industries, including construction, textile, interior design, and much more. By expanding beyond just a material library, Material District now also serves as a bridge between material manufacturers and designers from various industries. Their platform makes it easy for innovators to access materials that suit their needs, whether they are creating fashion collection, construction buildings, or designing interiors. They also partner with companies to feature specific materials in unique ways, adding value to both designers and suppliers. There are many more material libraries around the world, each one with its unique focus and contribution to design and innovation. from specialized libraries in niche fields to large, more comprehensive platforms. Now, please join me as we are going to tour in the material library in Israel, where we will see some of the new and local materials that are focusing on sustainability and innovation. Thank you. Hi, and welcome to the Material Library in Holon, which is the first and only material library in Israel and one of 20 unique material libraries around the world. This place is very unique. They have more than 1,000 samples that come from around the world, and also, of course, a big content of Israeli designers. This library was established in 2008, and since then they're working very hard to collect a lot of new samples. They're contacting designers after going to exhibitions, after reading articles, after seeing things. They're really trying to stay up to date, and they keep getting very interesting materials and sending abroad, because around the world we have only 20 or around 20 material libraries till now, which are not that much. So they are sending also Israeli samples and getting back new and interesting and also sustainable products, because they're trying to become more sustainable in these years, to present products that are made from recycled materials or a process that is helping to make less pollution and talk more about the future, about a healthy future, a better one. So Nicole, could you please show us around?
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
So the material is divided to 8 families. You can see on the shelves wood and plants, and we have polymers, and we have also composite material, metal, stone, paper and cardboard, ceramics, glass, and textile.
So here we have a very interesting product by an Israeli company which is called UBQ. What they're doing, they're taking garbage, leftovers, especially the ones that we get from home, not including glass and metal. They're shredding it, then they're making a powder out of it, and then they're creating plastic which you can use for different purposes. Here we have a sample how it is used for 3D printing, and this one shows how it's used
in plastic injection.
Here we see a lamp that was designed by Creel Studio. In order to create this lamp from 3D printing, they also invented the material which is based on recycled oranges, a special biopolymer, and what they're saying that eventually this is also a biodegradable material that can be used as a compost afterwards, right?
Yes.
Here we have kind of controversial material which was made by an Israeli designer who is called Shachar Livne. It's called the Meat Factory, and I will let you talk more about it.
So here you can see materials that made from the meat industry, the waste of meat industry, pigments and bioplastic. She used blood, bones, skin and milk. Each one are made from different components.
What is she planning to use it for?
Now it's especially for conceptual designs and to show that you can use different materials and a lot of, like you said,
controversial
materials.
Those are conceptual ideas for a product that can be used in the future, maybe to create clothes.
Yes.
Or other products. And she studies in Eindhoven. She is a conceptual artist. Here we have biodegradable materials that were actually presented last year in an exhibition in Larnaca that talks about biodesign and biochemistry, biotechnology. So if you could tell us a bit about them also.
Yes, of course. We have this material, this special material. It is bacterial cellulose, which growing instead of manufacturing in the factory. Mm-hmm. The artist Liat Danieli used this material.
This is a raw material that is growing inside of tea?
Yes.
Okay, and it's grown instead of being manufactured from the beginning?
Yes.
And now it's used for even the fashion industry? Yes. Okay.
Those are spoons and different products that are made from seaweed, right?
Yes, these spoons are made of algae.
So they're coming to replace the plastic. And the interesting idea is once you finish using them, you can just melt them in water.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
And right here we have a very interesting product. I was explained before that it's made from oranges.
Yes.
And I don't know how they're doing, in which process.
Waste of oranges, like from the juice industry, like coffee shops and restaurants.
Who is the artist here?
Avia Revivi. This is a final project from Bezalel, and she made a biodegradable toilet paper for hiking.
So here she created a toilet paper that not only just disappears after using it, it contains seeds.
Yes.
And once you throw it in the nature, the seeds start growing. So you're not only not polluting, you're even helping to create a greener area, which is an amazing idea. Here we have products by Lucon Company, which creates half-transparent material, how they call it, with different type of fibers. They can create even custom-made images if a client is asking for. So that's very interesting because you can use light that comes from the side or applied in the bottom part. If you want to have it like a wall, the light can be changed. They have very interesting applications. Also, Licrita. You can see my hand moving and the light is changing. Those can be even floor tiles with light beneath, wall tiles, a division part. A person is moving and you can see how it changes. It creates another effect to the space. This is a product from a Sensitil company, which works on tubes. So once you stop the light from one side of the tube, it stops on the other side. And when your hand is moving, the light changes. Who can tell me what's the use of fishnets after they're no longer in need? No use. They're actually thrown to the bottom of the sea. So a Polish company, which is called Boom Plastic, invented a way to use those fishnets and to create from them actually furniture and other different types of uses.
Especially outside furniture.
Outside furniture, because it can stand the heat and all the different climate changes. And what's interesting that it also imitates the texture of the sea, so kind of the place they're collected from and the way they're coming to us is shown in this way. So they help to prevent the pollution. They collect it from the bottom of the sea and they create something that we can use for ourselves for the future. This is a spatial textile that is made by an American company, right?
Yes, Chameleon International. It reacts to different temperature.
So basically, if someone is wearing it and someone else who is sweating a bit touching him, it leaves a sign. Be careful. Watch where you're holding your wife. For conclusion, material libraries are an important resource for designers, architects, and anyone who is looking for inspiration. They help us discover new materials, explore creative ideas, and learn about technologies that can change the way that we design. In this chapter, we started by looking at some of the most important ones around the world and how they contribute to the knowledge and development, and then we took a closer look at the material library in Israel, giving us a better understanding of its potential and how it could shape the future of design and all of us. Thank you for watching and see you in the next chapter.